Hi, everyone. Welcome back. Today is our first day of our new lesson for this week. And this week, we're still going to be talking about animals, but we're actually going to be watching a video plus reading a text at the same time. I just love Mystery Science, and I hope you guys know what Mystery Science is. If not, this is your first time using Mystery Science, and you're going to find out how fun it is. And today, as readers, we're going to be reading text, but also watching videos that are going to help and support our understanding of what the text is saying. And again, it's still nonfiction because we're still learning about animals, and we're going to be learning about the information that they're giving us based on the text and the video. So, readers, one thing I really want you to focus on today is I want you to think of questions that you want to ask as you're watching this video, and maybe questions that get answered as we talk about the text. Because good readers ask and answer questions to really understand what's going on. And so that's what we're going to be doing as we watch this video. And our teachers are going to also help us ask and answer questions so that when it's your turn to tell us what you think, you'll know what to say. So we're going to start the video, and I'm going to introduce you to Doug. Doug is so fun, and he's going to give us a little intro to what we're going to be studying this week.
Hi, it's Doug. Today, you're going to read a story about someone named Juan Carlos. One day, Juan Carlos visits his grandmother. She has a pond full of ducks in her backyard, and Juan Carlos has lots of questions about ducks. You're going to read about what he does to figure out the answers to his questions. But you aren't just going to read. Sometimes you'll get up and do something, look for clues, or stop to talk about your ideas. Let's turn the page and get started.
So I'll be reading the text as we go along. So I'm Juan Carlos. I love to visit my grandma. Let me go to the next. Guess what she has in her backyard? Can you guys guess what she has in her backyard? Teachers, any ideas what he could have? What grandma could have? Ms. Hernandez?
Maybe she has a garden in her backyard.
Garden. I feel like gardens exist in the backyard. That's a good guess. Any other guesses? Miss Akimowicz?
Maybe a pond, because they said in the beginning that she has a pond. So
I love how you're paying attention. And so she must have a pond. I wonder what's in the pond. Let's keep going to get started to see and figure out what it is. A pond full of ducks. Wow. I just want to, you can take a while and pause this video if you want to just watch these ducks in a pond. And I love how this connects to our story problem too. Here we keep going. I notice that some of the ducks look different from the others. I do notice two different ducks. Grandma says the brown ones are mother ducks. Wow, and I love how this author used a little arrow to point to talk about which ones he or she's talking about, because that helps us understand the text better. So the brown ones, these are the mother ducks. So if that's the mother duck, what do you think the other duck is? Ms. Rosales, do you have an idea?
the father duck.
You are right. The ones with green heads are father ducks. Interesting. Let's keep going. I wonder, why is the mother duck brown? Why isn't she brightly colored like the father duck? I wonder that too. Why do they look different? Maybe the mother used to be bright green, but she faded? That looks like a guess. I love how this reader's asking questions. Like I said earlier, good readers ask questions as they're reading to really understand what they're reading and make sure they understand. So it looks like Juan Carlos is thinking, maybe the feathers faded when the mother grew up. Or maybe the mother is brown so she can hide in the brown plants by the pond. So we're going to stop and talk. What do you think? Why is the mother duck brown and not brightly colored like the father duck? I'm going to give you guys some time to think. And you can pause the video if you need to. And I'm going to go back to this seesaw, because I created a seesaw for your interactive journal as you're thinking, because I want to make sure I am recording your thinking as we're going along. So here we go. This is your ask and answer question interactive journal. So the question is, why are mother ducks brown? Teachers, do you have an idea as to what you think why mother ducks are brown? Ms. Rosales?
So I'm going with one of the thoughts that Juan Carlos shared,
Mhm.
and he said to hide in her environment.
Okay, so what would that be like in a sentence?
Why are mother ducks brown? They are brown to hide in their. I was saying in her environment.
In her environment.
There.
In their environment. It's okay. I love that we're revising our sentences to make our thinking more clear. Make it smaller. So I'm going to reread Ms. Rosales' sentence. They are brown to hide in their environment. Okay, do we have any other ideas or any teachers want to add on? We're good? Awesome. So boys and girls, I want to see what you're thinking in your own answer. This is my example, but I want you to come up with your own sentence for why you think mother ducks are brown. And I want you to do that right now, because we're going to find out the answer pretty soon, okay? We're going to go back so you can press pause, write your own thinking, and then we're going to go back to the video right here, and we're going to find out why. Let's see. I asked Grandma what she thinks. She shows me a mother duck on her nest. Whoa, I almost did not see that mother duck. What was that word we learned last week when they kind of hide really well? Miss Hernandez?
Is that camouflage?
Yes, I was thinking of the word camouflage. So this is a very good example of what camouflage means. It's when they're blending into their environment. Because I could see the little feathers, but I almost couldn't figure out where the duck was. Look, her color matches the color of the dry grass. Being brown helps her hide. So we're thinking, I'm going to pause really quickly, and I want you to look at this video, and I want you to think, what questions might you have after reading this text, after watching the video, and even while looking at this picture? Any questions that come up, because good readers always might have questions that they want answered or they're curious about. I'm going to give our teachers some thinking time to come up with some questions that they might have based on what we just read. And I might go back to the clips of the different pictures I saw to help me come up with questions. Maybe you have a question about this part of the text. Or maybe you have a question about this part of the text. We can have questions at any part of our reading. So teachers, any questions do you have? Ms. Sikimowicz?
I had two questions, but I guess for one of them, I'm thinking, why isn't the father duck brown like the mother duck?
I love that question because, yeah, wouldn't we think that the father needs to blend in too? Right? That's a good question. So for us as teachers, we're going to write our questions here in the question box, but boys and girls, you're going to come up with your own. So we're giving you an example of a question we have. And do we know the answer to that question? I don't know it personally from my prior knowledge or from the text that we read. So I might leave the answer blank. And maybe as we watch the video, we might find out. Any other, and Mr. Kimuchi had another question?
The other question was, I noticed that the mother duck has these purple feathers on her body. And I'm wondering why she has the purple feathers on her body, if she's supposed to be blending in.
On her body. That's another good question. And again, we don't know the answer to that question either, do we?
Mm-mm.
And that's okay, because that's why we ask questions, so we can go figure it out. And teachers, I'm going to ask the other teachers to share their questions too, even though I might not type them in. So Ms. Rosales, did you have another question?
Can you show the picture one more time?
Yes.
I'm wondering why the mother duck is on top of her chicks.
Ooh.
I even barely saw the chicks. You're right. There's like this little mini leg coming out right there. Ooh,
Mhm.
good question.
Mm.
Why is she sitting on them? Miss Hernandez?
My question was, why is she sitting on the dry grass?
Yeah, why dry grass? Why not a pillow? Why not in the pond, right? These are all really good questions. And that's what I love about reading, because we have all these wonderings that I know we're going to find out soon, because that's the purpose of reading. We read so we can learn this information. So boys and girls at home, today, all you need to do is I want you to answer the question, why are mother ducks brown? And I want you to come up with 2 other questions about the text, just like the teachers just did. And if you have an answer to those questions, go ahead and type them here. But if you don't, it's okay to leave them blank, because maybe we don't know right now, because I know we don't know the answer to these questions just yet. So that's all we're going to have for today. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm so excited to read your questions and your answers. Bye, everyone.
Don't forget to subscribe.